How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking down the Daima Red Zone Tamagami number 2 stage. We'll be kicking off both missions here for full power and for the terrifying Conquerors bit. They're not too bad of missions, honestly, but the team I've designed here have no new units, right? So the newest units we're using is probably Lord Slug, unless, of course, on the Terrifying Conqueror side, unless, of course, you count the friend Frieza and Gogeta here that we're using. Otherwise, the team structure we have here is essentially uncontrollable power, utilizing the Int Broly as our lead. Now, you only need 5 category characters in order to complete this, right? So for this one, we could actually get away with having Int Boo on the team, who is on Broly's lead, but not on full power. Int Boo actually really helps to sort of manage the things that are happening in this fight, right? In case we end up in a bad situation, especially since Tamagami 2 locks, so he'll definitely help us out here. But I mean, we brought some big damage dealers like STR Broly, and of course Golden Frieza and Gogeta. So ideally here, next turn we'll just slide on over into slot 3, our friend Golden Frieza, and let his target do a bunch of the work. I mean, as you can see here, like even this turn, like he didn't really attack. I mean, he attacks a bit, not that much that we're going to see crazy numbers out of Golden Frieza and Gogeta if we decided to use him. But I mean, if you decided to use him, he's honestly the better boss to run for this fight. There we go. There goes the super on AGL Golden Frieza. Nice little tanking there. You know, if you can run him, he's probably the better leader to run for this team, because it gives you basically 2 free taunt turns to just lay into. Yeah, there we go. To just kind of lay into him. Otherwise, yeah, all right. So let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah, so I mean, otherwise, I mean, you could also run Goma if you had him. Obviously, that would be the better, one of the better choices. However, like I said, I'm trying to do this without the new units for those of you who may not have pulled any of the recent villain units. Right, Omega's team also works really well for this, but of course, especially since he is on full power and needs it. But you know, a lot of people got upset on the last one when I did use Omega as a lead. Apparently he's too new, so whatever. Here we go. Here's a team that doesn't have any units from this year on it. Alright. Yeah, so he's just here to link and support Golden Frieza and Gogeta. That's literally all he's here for. There we go. Nice little build up here, but yeah, see, as you can see, this is exactly what I was worried about. Not a whole lot of attack going on here. I mean, we still hit 90 million, which isn't bad. There we go, 58 mil. I mean, that would have been really good if we actually had crit on that. There we go. We did a good chunk of damage here. Nice. Alrighty, and now we have our full uncontrollable power rotation here, which means we can use Int Broly's active since he just rolled onto here, so we'll do that. Buff up the rest of the team here. There we go. Alright, not a whole lot of damage there. Alright, and then let's transform Tech Broly. Perfect. See, now I want to put Int Broly on slot 1, but I don't know, right, just for the linkage for STR Broly, but I don't actually know if he can survive a slot 1 super here, so it's probably best just to put Tech Broly there. Because STR Broly still do some damage. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is probably the right call. There we go. 21 mil on the Broly here. Nice. Okay, not a whole lot of damage, but enough. Jeez, where's our extra supers here? Alright. Okay, well, with the defensive proc here, if we can get that extra 50% defensive proc, or is it? It's 100% defensive proc. There we go. We're good. We're double digits, and now STR Broly wraps things up. Boom. Alrighty. So, there goes the first half of this. The first mission against the Tamagami number 2 with the full power team. Again, you only need 5 of the category characters in order to complete the mission. So, you don't have things gone awry. We would have had Boo here, who is not on full power, but is on the uncontrollable power team to help us run the team here. Ended up not needing it because he ended up showing up on the same turn as Golden, Frieza, and Gogeta, which is fine. It's just kind of there. I mean, as you can see, like, it's pretty much the cheat code to this using Golden, Frieza, and Gogeta. Like, if you had both of them, you can run movie bosses, and there's pretty much everybody here is a movie boss, so you could easily just run that setup and have no problems at all. So with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pause the video, and we're going to come back, load it up, ready to do this once more with the Terrifying Conquerors team. Alright, so we are loaded up here. We got Terrifying Conquerors. We are utilizing the Lord Slug to be our main lead here. And we're running essentially his lead, Terrifying Conquerors, under Inhuman D/Demonic Power. So that way we can run a friend Goma. Now, you see here, here's why I said bring Fat Boo, right? Now, on this instance, Fat Boo is on the Demonic Power lead. So there we go, and he just drops him. Okay, well, Fat Boo gets dropped and revived, which is exactly what we wanted him for. So now we have a free turn on the next rotation. And there goes our slug domain. So we get that extra damage in on the Tamagami number 2. And of course we got Goma here, gonna be our slot 1 rock. And remember, he does have that extra dodge chance and essentially 90% damage reduction right here. So he's not getting touched for these first couple of turns. And then next turn we can just pop the giant form when we come back. Oh, we are solid. We are pretty much protected for the rest of this fight. But I am curious how much damage we can actually do here with Goma and Slug here. Let's see. Because, I mean, they're a decent rotation. I think they're what? Well, actually, no, let's not say they're not even a decent rotation. They share like 2 links. But let's see here. So we get the dodge. Get the dodge, and remember, by dodging we gain that extra attack bonus, right? 50 million turn 1, no big deal, right? Okay, decent. Crits would have been nice, but it is only turn 1, that's fine. Oh yeah, no crit, that's tough. I'm betting this is a full dodge friend build. Alright, we do tank the super. Oh man, where are all of our critical hits? We could have been blasting through this already. Alright, so we did bring LR Turtles. I'm actually kind of curious how well they do here. And they were one of the better LRs for the movie Boss's Planetary Destruction team from last year. They really helped out with their supports and doing pretty decent damage. So kind of curious how they're going to do here on Slug's team. Nice. Okay, perfect. All right, and while I'm not a fan of how this rotation is, we do have a free setup here with Boo, right? We can go ahead and use Boo's active here. All right, there we go. All right, and we just get to wipe the field. All right, well, we get a nice little heal up here too with all the candy. All right, let's grab that and... Yeah, so these guys would have been great if they had really came up on the rotation with Slug, because they would really help out with Slug's link and do a couple more damage. But, I mean, is what it is. I think next turn we'll pop Goma's giant form and just rip right through the... and just rip right through, hopefully, the rest of his HP. We've done a good chunk here. I mean, Frieza's got no build whatsoever here. No damage. Okay. That's right. Yeah, he has that. Tamagami has that ability to lower our damage to 0. Forgot about that. Yeah, is he gonna do any damage? I don't think there's a whole turn of like no damage. Okay, fair, fair, fair. All right. Oh, okay. And okay. So let's see here. No, we just got a turn full of active skills here. Nice. All right, so let's start with yeah, let's start with Goma's active, and then we'll get his giant form as well as his active skill. There we go. We'll grab that. And boom. Okay, so I don't anticipate doing a whole lot of damage here with his giant form. I mean, 15 mil is not bad. Nice. Okay, there's those crits that we needed. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, so we probably should have shifted that a little bit because, I mean, yes, we can put Goma in slot 1, but I kind of wanted to put, we probably should have put Bojack in slot 3. We didn't shift Slug slot for the giant form. My bad. Okay, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I don't even think Bojack's going to attack, honestly. I think the friend Goma here is just going to finish this up. There we go. And then let's just do active skill real quick with Slug. Okay, oh yeah. Alright, whatever this attack is coming from the friend Goma. Oh yeah, this is going to eat him alive. There it is with Bojack, and then we do that. Perfect. All right, we get the dodge, get the dodge, get the dodge, and a casual 83 million on a second appearance. No big deal, right? That's not an amazingly quick build up or anything. All right, although we didn't crit, so I mean, if he didn't have such low HP, that could have been bad. But anyways, there you have it, folks. There is both Full Power and Terrifying Conquerors done easy with no new units. Of course, for those of you guys who may be struggling, like I said, I did wanted to make sure I did these 2 missions without any new units. So there's not a single unit post 2024 on here. All these units have returned multiple times, so hopefully people can find use through some of these teams and to take down the missions. I know it can get kind of hard sometimes without that, and you know, I know a lot of people didn't pull Omega. Although for the Terrifying Conquerors, you're probably not going to be being able to get away with an Omega setup for that one anyway. So anyways, guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what teams did you use to take down the 2 missions for Full Power and for Terrifying Conquerors. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.